I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
May I help you?
I'm just dying for a glass of water. Is Martha inside?
Who?
Martha, she lives here?
No, I live here. I just moved in.
I apologize. I had a friend that used to stay here, and I just thought you were visiting. Hi, I'm Jerry Byrne.
Taylor Hayes.
Nice to meet you. Are you new to L.A.?
No, just new to the beach.
Well, you are gonna love it.
You think so?
Yeah, I moved down from the hills about 3 years ago. Best decision I ever made. Now I can come out to the beach and practice every day, just walk out my back door and pick up a game.
So is, that what you do all day? You play volleyball?
Well, only when I could sneak away from work. I own a computer company, Advanced Microchip.
Oh, I've heard of that.
What do you do?
I'm a psychiatrist.
Well, I'm afraid you're not going to find too many patients in Santa Monica. People here are pretty together.
Good. That's exactly what I want.
Hey, if you're interested in meeting some of your neighbors, there's a party tonight.
Thanks, but maybe another night.
No, it's nothing heavy. Conversation, cocktails.
I don't know.
Let me give you my number anyway, just in case you change your mind.
What's this, turning into a beach bum already?
Rich?
Hey, Doc.
What are you doing here?
Mother told me you were here. Hell of a place you got here. It's beautiful.
Trish said you were free.
James, what do you want?
Stephanie, I feel very badly about the way our last conversation ended.
Oh, well, I do too.
You asked me to stop seeing Taylor.
I think you should.
Well, I don't. But I've thought about what we were discussing, and I'd like to talk about it further.
Does that mean you've changed your position?
No.
Well, then there's nothing to discuss.
Stephanie, this is not a black and white issue. There's some very complex emotions involved here.
Including yours.
Why can't you try to see this from my point of view?
James, I don't want to sound harsh. Really, I only have Taylor's best interests at heart.
So do I.
Well, that being the case, then I think you should leave her alone.
Taylor needs a friend right now.
A friend, yes. But that is not what you have in mind, and you and I both know that.
Will you turn that down?
What?
The noise pollution. I am trying to work here.
So?
So, I don't happen to be on vacation.
Well, this isn't exactly my idea of a perfect holiday.
Well, it may not be the French Riviera, honey, but you seem to be making the most of it.
Now, what is that supposed to mean?
That means that ever since they wheeled you in here, you have done absolutely nothing but lie back, complain about me, and watch television all day.
You know, if you are so busy, why are you bugging me?
Because I cannot concentrate on my work with all of that loud, blaring noise.
Hey, I would not even be in here if it weren't for you.
I'm paying for this, therefore it is my room, and I want it kept quiet.
You know, Miss Spectre, the way I see it, you are in no position to tick me off.
And if I do, it's gonna cost me, right?
Your words, not mine.
Tell you what, Miss Malone, I'm not gonna put up with this another minute.
Calling the nurse. Very mature.
May I tell you something? In my opinion, you are nothing more than an insufferable, spoiled brat. And I have had it with you. Now, I am not gonna put up with your attitude another minute.
I am not the one with the attitude.
What is going on in here?
I am being constantly bombarded with horrible, disgusting noise, that's what.
Talk about horrible, disgusting noise.
Enough! Look, I have rounds to make. I can't be coming in here every couple of minutes to pry you two apart. Now, this is the last time. Miss Malone, turn it down, please.
Thank you. Thank you, nurse. You have no idea what it's like to spend 24 hours a day with the music lover here. It is driving me out of my mind.
Well, then I have some good news for you. I've spoken to your doctors. It looks like you're both being released tomorrow. And then you'll never have to see one another again.
Hey, you know that nurse was right. The sooner I'm away from you, the better.
Ditto.
Oh, of course, we just might see each other again in court.
You really are a terrible person, aren't you?
Now why? Because I almost got killed in your building? Pretty rude of me.
Oh, take a break, honey. You've already managed to give me a headache the size of mainland China.
So call the nurse. Ask for an aspirin.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'd like to call the nurse and ask her to give you something to knock you out, then maybe I'd get some work done.
I am just trying to make conversation. What's your problem?
Well, if you must know, my buyers are expecting a preview of our holiday line by the end of the week, and I haven't found a designer yet.
Nobody's biting, huh? It doesn't surprise me. Who'd want to work for a tyrant like you?
As a matter of fact, one of Los Angeles' finest designers is sending me a sketch this afternoon.
So, what are you complaining about?
I'm complaining because it's not here yet, and time is running out. Now, if we're going to use this design, it's going to have to be cut this afternoon.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock.
You're really enjoying this, aren't you? Well, I'll tell you something. You wouldn't last 5 minutes in my business. This is a tough, competitive world, honey. This isn't a childish game. This is my livelihood. And it's the livelihood of hundreds of people who work for me. And why am I bothering to explain this to you?
Because you like to hear yourself talk.
Well, the conversation is definitely over, okay? You have already managed to rattle every nerve in my body, so that's enough. I don't want to hear another word out of you. Now, I am going to turn over, and I am going to get some rest. And if you know what's good for you, you will not dare turn that television set on.
Stephanie, you're not an unreasonable woman. Why are you acting this way?
You give me no choice.
Well, I don't even know why we're arguing. We both want the same thing.
What is that?
For Taylor to be happy.
Now, that's the first sensible thing that you've said since you walked in the door.
Oh, how can you say that?
Because I know what's really going on here.
No, you don't.
You know what? I don't want to get into a debate about this. Absolutely not. I do not want you involved with her, period.
I am involved.
Well, then you have to back off and let her handle the situation on her own.
Stephanie, Taylor is in the middle of an emotional crisis. She needs to be able to talk to someone who cares, someone who understands what she's dealing with.
You have more than her mental health in mind.
And I suppose you mean to tell me you don't have your own agenda.
I want her to be happy.
You also want Brooke out of Ridge's life.
Yes. I want my son with Taylor.
And what about Brooke?
She doesn't deserve him. She used the children to keep him.
Ridge was not manipulated. He made his own decision. He is committed to Brooke.
He is committed to his family. He would do anything for those children, including give up a woman that he's really in love with.
Oh, so now you're telling me that he doesn't love Brooke?
Not the way he loves Taylor. James, they were married for 3 years.
Stephanie, Ridge can be a good father whether or not he lives with the children. So therefore, why did he not choose Taylor?
Because he's been living with the children for the past year, and I don't think he can imagine his life without them at this moment. He's in denial of his real feelings. But when he understands what they are, eventually he'll end up with Taylor.
And that's exactly what you want.
Yes, yes, yes. I just hope that he realizes he's made a mistake before it's too late.
Do I know you?
I don't think so. Look, Taylor, I gotta get back to the game. Here's my number, my home phone number, and my service. Give me a call, babe.
Thanks.
And welcome to the neighborhood.
Babe? What was that all about? Who's that guy?
That was Jerry Byrne. He lives down the beach over there.
Where do you know him from?
He just introduced himself.
Friendly place. So, you're all moved in?
I still need a few things.
Are you using a decorator?
No. I want to do it myself, you know. I want it to feel like home.
Well, I'm sure it's going to be beautiful.
What are you really doing here? Because I know you didn't come over here to discuss interior design.
Just wanted to touch base.
Well, I haven't signed the divorce papers yet. I wanted my attorney to look at it
Oh,
first.
it's no problem. It's no problem.
No, I know that you want to get this done. It's all right.
Taylor, that's not why I'm here. I hadn't heard from you, and I just wanted to see how you were doing.
Well, I'm keeping busy. I'm working. I'm fixing this place up.
Meeting new people.
One new person.
A handsome, athletic person. You can't complain about that.
Are you encouraging me to meet new men?
Well, I think you should get out of the house.
Why?
It would be good for you. Doc, I know you're hurting, and I know you're trying to cover it up. I'm just concerned.
Don't be.
But I can't help it. I still care. And I want to make sure that you're all right. It's very important to me.
Hey! Wake up.
What? What? What is it?
Somebody delivered something for you.
Huh?
Is it what you were waiting for?
Yeah. Good design. It's not bad.
So, do you like it?
So what's it to you? It's none of your business.
Why, I mean, it's not like you have to show it to me. I was just wondering whether or not you were going to spend the rest of the day moaning about it.
It's fine. Yeah, Saul, it's me. Listen, you know that design I was telling you about? I just got it. It's not bad. Uh-huh. I think it's all right. I'll tell you what, I'm going to messenger it right over to you. I think it ought to go into production right away. Yeah. Tell the sewers they're going to have to work late tonight. Get the colors on it immediately. So we really got to move on this if we wanted to go out with the rest of the collection, you know? All right.
What do you mean you hope Ridge realizes his mistake before it's too late?
He can't live a lie. Emotionally, it's not healthy. It's not good for him or the children. It's not even good for Brooke.
Well, I don't think Eric Jr. or Bridget are in any danger.
You know, the truth, the whole thing is a terrible dilemma. But if those children are hurt in the process, that will be the real tragedy.
Are Ridge and Brooke having trouble with the children?
Well, I understand that Eric had a real upset at the Little League game.
Eric Jr. was in a fight? Mm-hmm. That doesn't sound like him.
Tension at home?
Oh, we don't know that.
Oh, you of all people know that children pick up on conflict around their parents.
Well, of course they do, but it's quite possible that little Eric has problems of his own. Would you like me to talk to him?
I think that'd be a wonderful idea. I'm sure the children are both going to need some help through this process.
Stephanie, why are you so convinced that Ridge's decision is ultimately going to hurt his family?
You know, James, I had 5 children of my own. I understand children. They're intuitive. They pick up on unhappiness.
Ridge is in love with Brooke. They are happy. Why can't you just accept that?
Because I know my son better than anyone. And he's struggling. Consciously or not, he is struggling. When he realizes what his true feelings are, and he will, I'm going to make sure that he acts upon them.
Thank you. Your concern means a lot to me.
It's very sincere.
I know. But I'm not going to discuss who I might be dating with you.
Does it make you uncomfortable?
No, that's not it.
Then what?
Ridge, I think it might be a long time before I feel like getting involved with someone again.
Well, you say that now, but I think in time you'll change your mind.
The problem is not with my mind. It's with my heart. Look, I don't want to get into this with you.
Taylor, I want to know what you're feeling. Please, just tell me what you're feeling.
It wouldn't be fair for me to get involved with someone again right now. I'd only be using them, Ridge. I can't even start to think about dating. I'm not ready. Because my heart still belongs to you. You know, and I'm not saying this to you to upset you. You asked me to be honest, and the truth is, I made a vow to love you for the rest of my life. And that kind of intense commitment doesn't just go away. Our 3 years together were the happiest of my life. And when I think about what we had and what we've lost, it makes me furious.
Why?
Wouldn't you be? A freak accident changes the rest of your life and there's nothing you can do about it. I am trying to accept this, but Ridge, it is really hard. I can't allow myself to think about what might have been. And I've got to stop asking myself why. And even though I don't want to, most importantly, I have to learn to look ahead because it's just too painful to look back. Don't. I think you should just leave.
Taylor.
Now, see, I shouldn't have said anything.
I'm just trying to help.
You can't. This is something I have to work out on my own. And you know what? I really think it'll be easier for everyone if we don't see each other again.
Please tell me you don't mean that.
Yes, I do. You know, I have to learn how to live without you anyway. You've got to concentrate on your relationship with Brooke. We don't need to complicate everything by getting our lives all mixed up with each other.
I really don't want it to be this way for us.
Just go.
No.
Ridge.
No, I'm not going to let you do this. I'm not going to turn my back on you. I know exactly where you're coming from, Taylor. I'm not going to let you push me away like this. We've been through far too much. We've been through a marriage, a hell of a tragedy, and now a divorce. I never anticipated doing this. I never thought we would come to this. But now that we have, I think it's important that we go through it together. You hear me? Together. Because I'm not going to let you do this alone. Taylor, I am still there for you. And I always will be.